Good evening. On behalf of Amy, myself, Bubba, and Shelley, I'd like to welcome you all and thank you for joining us in this celebration of the marriage of Sarah and me. Looking over at the beautiful, smiling face of my daughter Sarah, I can't help but think that being a dad is the best job in the world. You know, a father's job, it covers a lot of territory. We don't just pay for weddings. We're protectors, interrogating dates, preferably while standing in a room full of knives and guns, because intimidation is key. We're doctors, tending to scrape knees and hurt feelings. Educators. Yes, Sarah, you actually can write 3 pages on the Battle of Manassas. No, a half a page does not cover everything, and I'll help you find more. We're cheerleaders at sporting events, and even at times, rocket scientists, staying up till 2 in the morning to assemble that rocket from a soda bottle and cardboard for that science project due the next morning. The payoff, what makes it all worthwhile, is our kids' happiness. It's their laughter, their smiles, and their accomplishments that brighten our days. There are too many of those memories for me to go into tonight, but I would like to share just a few that always make me smile and may offer some insight into my daughter. You know, bedtime for most kids is not a happy time. If you're a parent, I'm sure you've heard, "I'm not even tired," or "just 5 more minutes." But in our home, that was not the case, at least not when Papa Smith was in town, because that meant singing to sleep. Herbie would grab his guitar and follow a bouncing Sarah upstairs to her bedroom. Now, those of you who know Herbie may know that rather than lullabies, his musical taste leaned toward the barroom and dance hall variety. So each night, you could walk by Sarah's room, peek through the doorway, and listen as he played Big Iron, King of the Road, Railroad Lady, and others, accompanied by little Sarah joyfully and loudly singing every single word until suddenly she would stop, often mid-verse, sound asleep. When Sarah was 7, she and I practiced for days in preparation for the St. Albans school jump rope competition. It was serious business. She would be competing against the entire 2nd grade, and she wanted to do well. On the big day, I returned home from work to find her waiting on the front steps, wearing a smile that would not quit and excitedly waving what was obviously the first place jump rope. She said, "Do you notice anything new?" I then got a very dramatic and detailed description of her victory. It seems I have a competitive daughter. Perhaps my favorite picture of Sarah can be found framed by our front door. In it, her braids are flying in the wind. She has a paddle in her hands and determination on her face. The photo was taken at her summer camp, Heart of the Hills, where the culmination of closing day is the War Canoe Race. The race involves 2 large canoes packed with campers chosen specifically by their tribes. Each of the 2 canoes has trained weeks for this moment, and for 3 or 4 minutes, the girls, covered in war paint, feverishly paddle, while campers and parents loudly cheer and silently pray for victory. In her final year at camp, when the picture was taken, Sarah's canoe won, pulling away. Moments after crossing the finish line, she threw her head back and let loose a scream of triumph, which is still echoing somewhere in the upper atmosphere. It was immediately followed by hugs, laughter, and tears. Did I mention she's competitive? And finally, her graduating summa cum laude from the University of Miami. I'll always remember seeing Sarah smiling and laughing as she introduced us to her many wonderful friends, some of whom are here today, and listening as they relived 4 great years of fun times, classes, and a fondness for Jägermeister and karaoke singing. I can only assume those go together. During the actual graduation ceremony, it was Amy's and my turn to laugh when we noticed that Seemingly everyone graduating with honors were the friends we had just met. Sarah, it seems, knows how to choose well. And that brings us to Nate. Actually, you have heard part of this next part because my thunder was stolen in the wedding. I don't know if y'all know this. Yes, I do. But Nate literally ran into our lives. I received a call from Sarah shortly after she moved to Austin. "I'm going to start getting in shape," she said, "and there's a guy in my complex who wants to run with me." Well, remember, dads are protectors, so my dad radar was flashing. She said, "Oh, he's a really good runner. He ran at Texas A&M, nearly broke a 4-minute mile, and he owns a website design company." After a moment's pause, I said, "Let me get this straight. He went to Texas A&M and ran on scholarship. He wants to get up extra early to run with you and help you get in shape. He likes you." Sarah was adamant. "No, Dad, it's not like that at all." Summa cum laude. The fact that we're here would seem to indicate that it was exactly like that. Nate, I owe you thanks. As I said earlier, it's our kids' happiness that brightens our days. And for the last 3 years, it is you that have made Sarah smile. Your competitions, whether playing ping pong, New Girl trivia, skiing, or Mario Kart, have made her laugh, and your proposal brought her to tears of joy. You're an outstanding man. You're intelligent, fiercely competitive, kind, considerate, and your love for Sarah is obvious. Amy, John, and I could not be happier than to welcome you into the Schoening family. And we are so thankful that your family has embraced Sarah the way they have. Your parents, Bubba and Shelley, your brother Colin, your sister Audrey and her family have opened their hearts to her and welcomed her in a way that we can only hope to match. Sarah, sweetheart, I am so proud of the woman you've become. For nearly 26 years, in my eyes, you've made the world a better place. Every day you go out, looking the way you do, that's an inside joke, with a smile on your face, a bounce in your step, and goodness in your heart, you never cease to amaze me. You're beautiful, smart, kind, focused, and you've succeeded everything you've set your mind to. I cannot wait to see what you and Nate accomplish together. With that, I would like to ask everyone to please raise their glasses and join me in a toast. To Nate and Sarah Parker, may your marriage be one of love, health, and fulfillment, but most of all, happiness. To Nate and Sarah Parker, may your marriage be one of love, health, and fulfillment, but most of all,